Hi, guys. All right, today's story. Are you ready? You're going to like this one. It's called Oliver Who Would Not Sleep. The author is Mara Bergman. So far, by looking at the cover of the book, I can't tell if it's going to be a fiction or a nonfiction. Really, because nothing gives it away. Let's read and let's see. As I'm reading, I want you to think about the characters, the setting, the problem, and the solution. Okay? Oliver Donington Remington Sneap couldn't and didn't and would not sleep. It wasn't that he was afraid of the dark, of monsters or robbers or sounds from the park. But that Oliver Donington Remington Sneap liked staying awake more than going to sleep. After his parents had kissed him goodnight, they tucked him in snugly and turned off the light. Straight away, Oliver bounced out of bed. Oh my, he's not really listening to his parents, is he? Bounced out of bed. He painted and drew, did magic and read. Sounds kind of fun. I bet you William does this kind of stuff after his mom puts him to bed. He raced all his cars, then he raced them some more. And just as he blasted his rocket, he saw. So he's racing cars, and he's blasting his rockets. Let's see. And he raced them some more, and just as he blasted his rocket, he saw the night with rooftops and trees and an owl in flight. Sounds like he could be using his imagination a little bit. Then Oliver's rocket flew fast and flew far, over houses and cities and up to the stars, past the moon and past the comets, till what? Past the moon, past the stars, past the comets, it landed on Mars. A wonderful, fabulous, wide open place, smack dab in the middle of the dark space. Oliver stood and Oliver stared without even being the slightest bit scared. It sounds like he might be using his imagination, which means it possibly might be a fiction book. It doesn't sound like it has real characters and real settings. As nighttime grew cold, a great streak of light flashed through the sky, shining warmly and bright. Oliver saw his house far away, and he wanted to go back home to play. Missing his home a little bit there. I think I would too if I were far away. Through outer space, over mountains and seas, through clouds over rooftops and branches of trees. The rocket soared back to Oliver's room, where all of his cuddlies looked cozy and warm. Bat and Owl, Fox and Ted were waiting for him to climb into bed. So with a great big stretch and a great big yawn, what do you think's going to happen? Let's see. Oliver, Donington, Remington, Sneap. Finally what? What's it going to say? Finally fell fast asleep. What did you think? I think you're right. I do think that it is a fiction, okay? But can you tell me the characters? Who were some of the characters in this story? Well, we have Oliver, right? And I'm not sure there was a whole... His mom, maybe, that put him to bed? What was the problem? No, let's go back to setting. Where was the setting? That's a tough one. The setting was actually a whole lot of places. But the main spot that was probably the truest was his bedroom. Then he had his imagination change the setting to Mars and the moon and the stars. But the problem was he didn't want to go to sleep, did he? No. What was the solution, or how did that problem end? He wore himself out in the end of the story, right? And he fell. Finally fell asleep. I hope you like that book. Now, I want you to go take an AR test. So type in this number in the spot for the AR test. Okay, 119024. 119024. And I will check it on my screen and see how you do.